I remember things and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah, get it all out. Get it all out now. She's rewinding words she hasn't even said yet. Hello, brats, and welcome back to another episode of Rainbow Book Rats, a queer romance podcast where four feral rats nerd out about their favorite reads. On this episode of Digging Deeper...
Sorry about that, JD. Hey, brats. Editor Megan here. I'm back. So today's episode's a little bit different. It's our 10th episode, so yay! And we're doing a mixture of outtakes and then some little fun bits that have been cut from previous episodes. And this is totally in celebration of it being our 10th episode, and definitely not because we ran out of a backlog of episodes and then I was moving and everybody else was busy and we ran out of time. That's definitely not what happened here. So please enjoy this little put together, definitely not at the last minute episode. And we hope you enjoy. And now back to you, JD.
So grab a treat, settle in, and let's get to yapping.
Hey brats, me again. We're going to kick this off with some outtakes from earlier episodes. So kick back and enjoy.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go, dudes.
Yeah.
Shake it out.
Okay,
Shake out your
so-
limbs. And, you know,
I'm ready.
unclench your jaws.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh good, my partners just went outside, both of them, so now my anxious dog is going to be running around and whining. Cool, awesome, great. Nope, I'm going to start that over because I didn't mean to say and then. I forgot that I was adding pronouns and that was my
No, and
segue into
then.
my fact.
No, and
Starting
then.
over. No and then. Starting over. Okay, what do we want to say? What do we want to say?
That was so funny. I'm sorry. Let me restart that. So my brain stopped working. Okay.
I hate that.
It makes sense that we all like
brag
found
about what
family.
good friends we are.
Yes, exactly.
That was so overwhelming for me. I could not hear anything. This has been fun, but this found family is disbanding.
Yes.
Good night. Goodbye.
We've got
Mom
the outro too.
Mom and dad and them are getting a divorce.
Are you putting me up for adoption again?
Sorry.
Oh, no, don't cry.
Savage.
Oh God, I need to get back to reading way more E.M. Lindsay. So
Stick and poke, please.
I need to read more.
Especially now that I know that about you, you absolutely must do it.
okay.
It's my favorite one in the series, and I don't even care about that stuff.
Oh, not what I thought that was.
Oh. You mean like stick and poke? It's the tattoo style. And you thought it was dirty?
I mean, it
Yeah, I
can
thought
be.
she was suggesting you needed a hysterectomy. So all right.
The pressure's not on you. The pressure's on Katie. Our little
It's true.
artist.
It's true.
I'm
Well,
a little nervous because but it's gonna be a conversation between all of us, so I want
Yes.
you guys to talk too.
yes.
No, we're just gonna let you and
Go
we're
for
gonna
an
sit
hour.
back and mute
We're
you.
gonna sit here
Wait, I need-
silently.
No.
You are teacher up front, and we are children students. In
I gotta
back.
go.
I think
Wait,
I just
do
want
you
a
have-
normal one.
Okay.
Before you did the fancy clap, while you were gone, I was eating a banana and I dropped some of the banana on the ground and I picked it up with a napkin. And then I picked up that napkin right now, unknowing that there was banana in it because it looks like a brand new napkin. I blew my nose. It smells so
Oh,
good. 'cause it's
no.
banana. But I got banana all over.
Oh, God.
Wow.
I'm surprised you
Please
didn't.
having
I'm
tissue
surprised you didn't
troubles
just come
today.
in come in and say banana and then
And then leave.
You guys are never gonna let me live that down. You text artichoke in the group chat one time. I don't know why I'm whispering. Let's do facts about JD.
Oh, help me. I don't know myself
JD
anymore.
hates
Likes
cowboys.
but like in theory, but hates them in real life.
That's not helpful.
If we say that, they're gonna get so many feed pics.
JD loves a little treat.
That's so
JD?
true.
JD a little greedy because they have both a husband and a wife. Pick one. I'm just kidding.
One of my personality traits is greedy.
Obsessed with tiny little fancy chocolates.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, right, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing stuff, sorry. I remember things and stuff.
Whoa. Yeah, get it all out. Get it all out now. She's rewinding words she hasn't even said yet.
I know. Yeah, his name is Murray. Loudmouth Murray. Murray in the mouth.
His name's Maury.
Maury? Oh, yeah, sorry. It's spelled.
You are not the father.
It's spelled Maury. So yes.
Yeah, it's Maury.
Okay, so Maury.
Maury.
Stuck in an autism loop. So
Me too. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys.
Do it again and you're fired.
oh, mean Katie.
Oh,
She
She's
emerges.
here.
so I'm really
Sorry.
looking forward to that. That's okay.
I'm trying to support you, Kit, and my cat is yowling down the hallway. And I just had to mute to yell at her, and I didn't hear what you said, and I felt like you were waiting for me to help you.
Yeah.
She's so mad that Matt hasn't gotten up yet. I think she can hear him on the other
baby
side of the
girl.
door.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. Okay,
That's all right.
let's.
So
Woo.
woo woo. I'm gonna start with one that was recommended to us by a friend slash listen. Blah, blah, blah.
Try it again.
Yes, thank you. For mask men, oh my god, you guys, I'm so sorry.
Try that all the way
That's
over.
all right, don't worry.
Mask presenting and male men.
There are a lot of mailmen right now. Say that again.
Okay. It is a non-gender conforming identity.
No, gender
Yes,
non-conforming.
gender non-conforming identity.
Say that again.
That again. It is a gender non-conforming identity. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Yes.
it again.
Now say it again.
It is a gender non-conforming.
Nope. Say it again.
It is a gender non. Okay,
Say it without laughing.
thank you. It is a gender non-conforming identity.
I used to work in bat rehabilitation,
Ooh.
as in the animals, not the cricket bats.
Oh, okay. I thought you said battery. I thought you said battery real. Okay.
I thought that too. I was like, did you just like recharge them or?
No, the sky puppers.
That's our sky puppers. They're so cute.
Yes, they are. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Up next, I have a few clips that have been cut from previous episodes for time, and they are books that I think y'all will enjoy. These clips are from JD, myself, and Katie. Kit does not have one in this because apparently he's amazing at keeping track of time and thus does not ever have books that need to be cut for time. So after these clips, there will be a little special revisiting of a moment that I loved and enjoyed from a previous episode. So I thought I'd enjoy that, so we weren't leaving our lovely little kit out. So enjoy.
I've been in a little bit of a book slump. It's a book slump realness moment. I know, but I don't know. Whenever I'm in a book slump, I these days I just tend to fall back on my favorite book junk food. In I say that in a very affectionate way, which is Becca Vale. Hmm. So I read Our Dirty Secret, which is about half brothers, and that one was kind of like a crazy reveal.
Yeah.
um, so it's about Mateo and Jamie, um, and Mateo is Latino. Jamie is very white, so they have no reason really to suspect that they might be related. Um, and so like they're basically on the brink of engagement. Like Mateo is going to ask him to marry him at the upcoming birthday party for his abuela, which is it's going to be her 90th birthday. And so and she told him that she wants him to propose to Jamie at the party. So, because he was like, I would never just, take that moment for myself. But she told me that I needed to do it because his family loves Jamie, absolutely loves Jamie. And so for the party, the whole family was doing like a 23andMe, like a family tree type situation, I guess. I don't really understand why, because like
Yeah.
they're all related. Like, I don't know. I don't really know why they felt like they needed to do that, but they did, and they wanted to include Jamie. And so they ended up, everyone got their results back, but Jamie had forgotten to do his for a week, so his was like a week late. And then Mateo ended up seeing the results of it before Jamie did and basically just deleted it because he was like, oh my God, we're related.
Oops.
Yeah. Earlier in the week, like when the rest of the family had gotten their results back, Mateo learned that his mother had cheated on his father and that he was basically half white.
Oh.
Yeah, it was yeah, his parents came over and asked him if he'd seen his results yet, and he was like, "Oh, no, I haven't looked." And so then he looked and they were like, so about that. Yeah, his mom started crying and his dad was like, "You're my son." It was very sweet actually because his
Aw.
dad was like, "Just because it says that doesn't mean that you're not mine. Like you are part of this family and you'll always be my son." It was very sweet. But it really rocked Mateo's world. I mean, he had no one had any idea really, except for his parents. They both knew, but um yeah, so he learned that his father was dead, but that his father was white, and so he's half white. So that's all he knew. But then when Jamie got his results back, they had always known that Jamie was raised by a single mother and that his father died a long time ago. And then so they end up finding out that Jamie is half brothers with Mateo, but Mateo deletes the email that tells them that, and he doesn't tell Jamie. Yeah. And like their whole thing together is that they like don't keep any secrets. They have a really solid relationship, but when Mateo sees that, he like freaks out, not only for the fact that they're half brothers, but also for the fact that he is like so into the idea that they're half brothers, that he's kind of scared of that. And he doesn't want to tell Jamie, because he's afraid that Jamie will be disgusted with him. So he hides it for like a week basically, and in that week Jamie notes that their sex life has gotten fiery as hell, and he has no idea why.
Oh my god.
He's like, I always thought that what we had together was good, but this past week has just been whew. And so eventually Mateo can't take it anymore. He's like, I have to tell him, I have to. And so like the night before the party, he ends up they do like so they're staying at his parents' house that night, and they end up Mateo kind of like starts this like role play with him about how like, oh, you're my little brother and you come into my room and you sneak into my bed with me and blah blah blah. So they're like doing this like brothers role play, and Jamie's like really confused but also like really into it. But he's like, this is kind of out of nowhere, but okay, I guess I'll go with it. So after that, Mateo comes clean about it, and Jamie is like, oh wow, that's why you owe.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Mateo's not sure how he's gonna take it. They basically just like go to sleep that night and don't talk about it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Again. But then at the party, Mateo well, okay, hold on. So they don't really talk about it, and then they go to the party, and Jamie's freaking out because, he's thinking he doesn't want me anymore, and Mateo's freaking out because he's thinking, there's no way Jamie's going to be okay with this.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so Mateo thinks that he messed everything up. Jamie thinks that Mateo is going to leave him, and so it's just like a whole mess. But at the party, Mateo decides to just like kind of shoot his shot, and he proposes to Jamie anyway.
Oh.
And only they know really what the consequences of that decision are. And the whole family really has no idea what's happening, but they know, and Jamie of course is like says yes, and they just decide to keep it a secret from everybody. So but yeah, that was a good one. It was quite spicy.
That is like I feel like it's a really plot heavy Becca Vale book, because normally the books are like pretty chill. Like that's got a lot going on.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like there's like a 50-50 with Becca Vale books, where like sometimes they're like literally just like no plot, just spice, which great, love that.
Yep.
But sometimes they actually do kind of have plot, and the plot is very interesting, and then I'm like kind of mad that the books are so short, because I'm like, oh, I could have read like 100 more pages of this, like she could have gone off. She didn't.
But like, okay,
so yeah,
ask
that was one of the more interesting ones.
Asking for science though, how long was the roleplay scene?
It was a good length. I don't know exactly how many pages, but it was a decently long scene. It wasn't just like a quick one. So
okay, I might have to read it just for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I recommend for sure.
Yeah, I gotta catch up on some Becca Vale. I haven't read nearly as much, but it's always like the writing's always good, and it's always a good time.
Yeah.
So then, they are always a good time. It's like that's why I call them my junk food.
Yeah.
I did the audiobook for Hammer and Gavel by C.T. Whistle, which, as you guys know, that was one of my top reads of last year.
Yes, I'm excited to hear more about it, because I feel like I don't actually know anything about what it was about, just that you absolutely loved it.
Yes. When they literally I never pre-order audiobooks. I always just like wait until they're out and then I buy them, but this one I pre-ordered because I was like I need this now. So Hammer and Gavel is Omegaverse. Yay. and it's a shifter Omegaverse, and it's also like a detective novel. So it blends a lot of the tropes I love, right? Because you guys know I love detective mystery novel books, and I love Omegaverse and shifters. And this one, she does such a great job of what a lot of shifter books fail in, that it has a lot of like shifted scenes. So they're wolf shifters.
I love that.
Yes. And they're wolf shifters, and she writes these scenes where they're shifted and they're like playing together, or they're like
Aw.
communicating through the bond, and they talk about pack a lot. So like Oliver is the main character, and he's a Sigma, which is something new in Omega versus not. I don't think it's been in any other books that I've read. And a Sigma is a blend of like Alpha and Omega. So like a Sigma can get pregnant. A Sigma has a heat. Sigma does builds nests, but they also have knots and have fangs and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh.
And it's, but in the society, in the universe of this world, Sigmas are kind of ostracized, I guess, because like
Rude.
yeah, I know, right? They're ostracized because they don't like, the alphas just want to dominate them, because like they're slightly more, I don't know what like, they're just slightly more. It's kind of like if you dominate as an alpha, if you dominate a sigma, you're also kind of dominating their alpha side, but then also expecting them to embrace their omega side more. And so they like want them to be homemakers, but also like want to throw them around like they're an alpha type thing.
Yeah, which probably they're not into.
Nope. Oliver's not into that. And because Oliver's very much a kind of like grumpy, sassy, snarky, like doesn't listen to anybody detective.
I love that kind of character.
Yeah. And he works for the Child Protective Services. So he basically rescues abused children and checks in on them, and when they're put into foster care and stuff like that. And then he meets an alpha who is another detective who's visiting from London, and this alpha's name is Lucas White, and Oliver basically refers to him as like a mafia boss, because he's like tall with like darker skin and long hair that he puts up in a ponytail, and like is just like has this air about him of like sophistication,
Ooh.
And so they both get put on a case together to try to figure out like an omega sex ring, I guess, like a sex trafficking ring. Like they're working together to solve this omega sex trafficking ring case. And so they both get put on this case together, and like from the beginning you can tell that like Lucas is drawn to Oliver, because he's like always staring at him and like always just like flirting, but like when they're together when they like, there's a scene where they spar, and he doesn't hold back with sparring with Oliver, but is also kind of flirting with him. So yeah, so they keep running into each other. So they like the first meet cute is like before they even know who each other are, and it's at the courthouse, and like they literally run into each other, and like Lucas is flirting with Oliver, and you learn that like from the very beginning he like likes the smell of him, is kind of like just like instantly attracted to him. And then they meet up at the police station and find out they're working together, and then they meet up again at the sparring rink, and then they run into each other as wolves when they're off like on a shifter park.
No, we can't keep meeting like this.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. But like Oliver is resistant to it because Oliver has an evil ex.
Ooh.
Yes, that hurt him and made him a broken boy.
Oh, another sad broken boy.
And so yeah, you find out later on in the book what his ex did to him, and it was fucking horrible, and it's sad and it's heartbreaking. But so yeah, so of course there's like the push and pull where Lucas is like, I want to be with you, and Oliver's like, nah, you're gonna hurt me. Like, I know. So eventually he gives in, and there's heat sex, and then
Yes.
rut sex, and
Love, love, love.
love. But yeah, so it's kind of like Law and Order SVU meets Hot Fuzz, but with like Omegaverse and shifters, right?
Awesome.
I have here that Lucas has a belly button piercing.
Ooh, that is important.
That's something
Yeah, I
you
know.
see often in books. I feel like I need
I
to
know,
see
right?
that.
Like when they're at the sparring ring, Oliver's like, "Is that a belly button piercing I spy?" And I was like, "Oh, why is that hot?" Like,
Must take note of this.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, so it's got some darker, deeper themes, and it's definitely it's got like content warnings in that sense. But the author, she actually works in child protective services, and so she like posted to her face or to her Instagram that when she was writing this, it was kind of her way to escape, the stuff that she encountered in work. And so it was like her way of dealing with the complex emotions and stuff that happen.
Dang.
Yeah. Working in that field.
I love
Yeah. So even though it's got these kind of horrible themes, though, it doesn't really, like, you don't see anything, and there's no on page like essay or anything like that. But it does have like moments where Oliver is like talking to children, and you just feel so bad for these children, what they're going through, or went through. But it's also funny, and it's also like just got cozy moments where like Oliver is talking about his nest, and he's got like this giant koala bear that named Roger that he like talks to and like cuddles
Oh,
with.
That's so cute.
I know. And like and then you find out that Lucas is actually like a big softie. Like once him and Oliver are actually together, he like has Oliver wear his like white undershirt from the day, and then Lucas likes to crawl underneath it and just like lay on his
Stop
stomach.
it. Oh my god. I love that.
I know.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh, cute.
So yeah, it's got really sweet moments like that, and it does have mpreg. So like, yeah, Oliver's got a twin brother who gets pregnant halfway through, and like worries about Oliver, and so he like starts baking for him a lot and everything.
That's so
Yeah, it's
cute.
got really cute cozy moments like that too. They just do a really good job of balancing the mystery with the spice, with the sweet moments and the cozy moments, but with the dark. So
Oh, it sounds really good.
I know, I love it. And the third book comes out soon too. I'm hopefully fingers crossed I get the arc for that on Monday.
Oh,
Ooh, heck
fingers
yeah.
crossed.
Exciting.
I bet you will.
I know. Well, the only reason I'm worried about not getting it is because when I filled out the form for it, at the bottom it was like there was like two check boxes, and I thought it was like the first one says I agree not to like submit this to AI, and then below it was a checkbox that said something like I agree not to tag the author in negative posts on Instagram or on social media. But I didn't click that because I thought it was like I don't agree to not. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You got confused.
I got confused.
You're like, I love the books, but I'm gonna post you and everything.
I am gonna drag you on Instagram. I cannot check this box.
So like I commented on the ARC post. I was like, I didn't check this. I'm very sorry. I promise I won't tag you in a negative review. So that was my week. Katie, what about you?
I wouldn't say I'm in a book slump. I'm just a slow reader. So I only read 2 books, and I literally finished the second book last night at like 11 p.m. I'm like, I gotta finish for tomorrow. I didn't want to disappoint.
You could never.
The second book that I just finished last night is an Alice Winters book that I'd never read before.
Yes.
Hidden in Darkness.
Yes.
Yay! Oh, I didn't know you were reading that.
I meant to tell you guys, and then I forgot.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I'm so excited.
I did the audio because I love Alice Winters books on audio. I just think they're fun. But this isn't normal. So normally all of Alice Winters books are narrated by Michael Ferraiolo, and this one is Joel Leslie.
Yeah.
Who also narrated some Cat Sebastian books, and so I couldn't help but think of those Cat Sebastian books because like they're very mid-century old-timey, and so that's how Joel Leslie makes me think of as like, yeah. That's how he sounds. But anyways, Hidden in Darkness is Felix and Lane, and Felix is just hired to take care of Lane after Lane is blinded. But like Felix comes in like not really knowing anything about it other than Felix is or the Lane's been blinded, and immediately Lane's like, "Get out of my house! I don't want you here. Fuck off." And I love it because like immediately Lane's like, yeah, you're not paying me. I'm gonna stay."
Yeah, Felix is being paid by Lane's brother to take care of Lane because after Lane lost his vision, he just like really kind of gave up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so his brother hired Felix to like take care of him, but also, you know, get him to go out.
Yeah.
Touch
So
grass.
I really like it. If you've ever read an Alice Winters book, it's got all like the classic Alice Winters like humor and banter. But like it's also like lighthearted and it's funny, but then there's this whole action-packed story within it. So it turns out I didn't know when I didn't read the synopsis at all to this book. I was just like Alice Winters, okay, whatever. So I was listening to it. And when Felix starts working, Felix is so nosy. He likes to sneak people's things.
Really is.
He finds a safe in Lane's house, and he's like, "Well, of course, I'm gonna break into the safe while he's sleeping." And he does, and he finds like guns and stuff, and like passports and IDs, and I'm like, "Oh my god, like Lane's like a murderer or something." I didn't know what was happening. I'm like, clearly Lane is a bad guy, or I don't know. I didn't know what was gonna happen. No, he's law enforcement. It's fine.
Yeah.
But the bad guys that blinded Lane are still after him because he knows some stuff. Well, they think he knows some stuff. And so this whole chaos ensues. But it's just so funny. There were so many good moments. Like I just loved how there was never a moment because like for Lane, a big thing with him not wanting to like do anything was just the adjustment of losing his sight and not really knowing, like not wanting to be pitied and not wanting to like he didn't want to ask for help, but he also like he didn't really know what to do next, kind of, it felt like. But he was just really angry, and Felix comes in and immediately like he just kind of treated it with like a lot of humor, and he would just give so much shit back to Lane. Like it was great.
The blind jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah, he would just tease him all the time, or like it was just so funny, and I really appreciated their banter. But they pretty much started fucking like immediately.
And it was hot too. For an early Alice Winters book, the fucking was really hot.
Yeah. Alice Winters is not, I would never go to Alice Winters for like kink or spice because they're pretty low spice. They're still amazing. That has no impact on the story. But like this one, I was surprised by how spicy it got.
Yeah.
And again, so early on into the story. And there's no relationship drama. Like they start hooking up. And there's no defined relationship between them really, other than like caregiver and Carrie. I don't know. I don't know the word for it.
and blind person.
Yeah.
But like, okay with that.
Yeah. But they're just like a couple idiots that clearly like each other and have fun and they're friends. And then by the end of the book, they're together, and it's just they steal a dog.
That's a recurring theme, by the way.
What is it with Alice Winters and stealing dogs?
I love how there's always a dog. Like every Alice Winters book series I've read, there's a dog.
Or at least a pet, because like
I was gonna say she really branches out in this series because it's not all dogs,
but they're usually stolen.
Book, but
in this series, every single one is stolen. Like
but they're stolen for good reasons. Like this dog was stolen from someone who wasn't nice. So Spoiler alert.
Yeah, true.
They're
He
all
never
stolen
steals
from
an animal
people.
from like someone who's taking good care of it. He always steals them from a villain.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
In the most recent book, he like has a pig that he stole in book 3.
Yeah,
And he thought it was a teacup pig, but
Oh
it's
no.
in
not.
the most recent book, it's not,
Oh.
but he's like not backing down from it. He's like, no, it's
It
like
is.
a normal sized pig, but he's like,
He's
no,
a teacup.
he's a teacup.
Oh
What are
my
you talking about?
gosh.
He's so
Wait.
small.
I didn't look up this series, so this is another series. Are all the books in the series the same couple or no?
No, book
One
the most recent book 4 is not.
Okay.
It's I don't think you've met Cal yet. Have you met Cal?
No.
Okay.
I think book 2.
Yeah, book 2 is probably Cal.
When you meet Cal, maybe. Or
Okay.
3. I can't remember. But yeah, book 1, 2, and 3 are all the same couple, and then 4 is a different couple. And there's like a novella in between 3 and
Yeah.
4 that's
Mhm.
another different couple. They're all so funny though. Oh my god.
Yeah,
They're
But
going on the
Lane and
TBR.
Felix are in all of them.
Yeah.
yeah.
I laughed my butt off, but I also like my heart. So a little bit about Felix is like Felix kind of grew up with like shitty parent. His mom was like into drugs and never really chose him or like stood up for him. And so
Yeah.
he's got like abandonment issues and he is a sad hurt boy.
Yes.
Who knows magic, by the way.
Oh.
Sleight of hand.
He's really good at stealing things.
He's very
so
good at
good.
stealing
Pickpocketing.
Like dogs.
Exactly. And pigs.
and hearts.
Yeah.
Don't ask him to cook though.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yes, he's
no, no,
the
no.
worst cook. Which is so funny when you think about it, because like his dog was literally caretaker.
I know.
Oh my gosh. But it was
One of the like running jokes in the series too is that like Lane cannot eat his food.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
So yeah,
It's
that
good,
was
though.
such a fun time. I'm excited to keep reading that series. I really liked the audiobook, so I also really recommend that. But I know like some people like eyeball reading, and that's fine.
It's
Yeah,
just
so
as fun to eyeball
Alice
read.
Winters usually has like you said, Michael Ferriolo, and then she also uses Greg Rougeau for a couple of her series, and then only this series and the Vexing Villains has Michael Leslie as the narrator.
Wait.
But yeah, this is the only Joel Leslie one that she does.
Oh, I don't think I know the vexing. I thought that was the one I just did. What was the
Oh yeah. A Villain for Christmas is the Vexing Villains one, which
Okay.
is probably her most underrated and most fucking hilarious series. Like,
Yes.
if you were to ask me what series of hers is like the funniest, I would hands down Vexing Villains. It's
Wow.
fucking hilarious.
That's
okay.
crazy knowing how funny all the other ones I've read
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, this one,
Yeah.
this one's great. The first book isn't the best one. The best one is book 2.
Finds that
book one
offensive.
book 1's funny, but if you think book 1 is funny, book 2 is even more funny.
I thought
Like-
you
I
meant
feel
it
like
wasn't the best one, as in it wasn't the best.
Oh no! It was still really good. It was good enough for me to be like, all right, I'm reading book 2 now.
Every Alice Winters series I've read, like when I read the first book, I'm like, oh my god, that was so good, and then I'll go to the second book and I'm like, how is this better? Like they get so much funnier and unhinged and just ridiculous, and
Yeah,
Always a good
and as she
time.
adds more to the family, it just gets better too.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, I meant to mention that book has a lot of the Hidden in Darkness is definitely found family. I mean, it's small, but like it's still there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alice
It
Winters,
grows.
queen of found family, banter,
Hell yeah.
shenanigans.
Mhm. Big time shenanigans.
Oh yeah.
Love the shenanigans.
Yay.
Lastly, I'm including a clip from our 4th episode, Camboy Femboy Frenzy. And it's a clip that I feel like is relevant again, considering recent events in the community. And like I said previously, it's one of my favorite little clips from Kit in this episode. So enjoy.
So I've discussed this before, but I am trans mask, and I do actually identify as a femboy sometimes. So yeah, I am a real person. Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
Kit's
real person,
They
Kit.
do exist.
Yeah. And I'd love to talk about like why and what it's like for me and why I think people do it. Just really quickly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We love it.
Because here's the thing, like, okay, first off, gender is something to play with, in my view, and I think in a lot of people's views. We're past the point where a lot of people believe in these very strict gender roles and you can't go outside of them. I mean, women have worn GNC clothes for a long time now. You know, there was a time where women couldn't have worn trousers, but we are past that time, and men are starting to, and masked people are starting to be much more accepted when they explore as well and wear clothes that are considered traditionally feminine, because clothes do not have a gender.
They do not.
And this is, so we play with it and we experience things, and it's not a trans identity, but it is about, for a lot of people, it's about seeking that gender euphoria in their clothes, because here's the thing, cis people can experience it too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm looking for, because so much of the trans experience is about your dysphoria.
Yes.
Yep.
Wearing the right thing can be that euphoric experience. And I wear a lot of mask stuff, or androgynous stuff. That's where I feel most comfortable. But sometimes, you know what? Men and mask people, we want to feel glam too. We want to feel cute too. And a lot of those kind of clothes tend to be traditionally more feminine, or makeup. You know, makeup is a fun thing. It's transformative. It's empowering in a lot of ways. It's a fantasy. It's a mask. It can make you feel really strong. And I'm sure a lot of people, feminine people understand that too. And as men, and mask people, we can enjoy playing with that as well, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Makeup also has no gender. Surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Exactly. So I think that's where, for me, it comes from. It's that fucking with gender, exploring how the two can mix together, because I am never a feminine gender. I am always masculine or gender neutral. I just enjoy presenting sometimes in ways that feel more traditionally feminine. Also, because the waistlines on feminine clothing tend to be less restrictive and much more comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's why I do it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same reason for every femboy, but that's why I do it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Kit. Us just yelling at people and telling them to mind their own business.
I know, right?
And well, that's the episode. Mind your own goddamn business, okay? And stop telling people what to do with their bodies.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Let us know if we have any femboy books that we missed and you want to tell us about them. We could leave them.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, do that. Say that.
Or
again.
any
Okay.
femboy book recommendations you want to give us.
Yes, we want more femboy recommendations. So please leave a comment on our Instagram or our Facebook page or Facebook group. Email us. Let us know if there's any that you want us to read.
Send us a letter.
Yeah, we take letters. I don't know how
Send
you're
us
gonna get to us.
send us a dove.
Pigeon mail.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. A pigeon.
Smoke signals.
Think about it really, really hard. And
Smoke signals.
If somebody sends me a letter by pigeon, I'm keeping the pigeon.
Yeah, be ready to say goodbye to your pigeon, but you can send us a pigeon.
Thank you.
Great.
Megan takes a bow. Thank you.
And scene.
Listen, we're four neurodivergent people. We don't know how to end things.
I don't know what to say now. Okay.
It makes you think of like those magic tricks where you throw the powder on the ground and it's just smoke. We need to
That's how we're
find
ending every episode.
We need to find the audio equivalent of that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I think that we can use just the normal pre-recorded outro
Yeah, we
for
can.
this, right?
But we need to say goodbye.
Oh, yes.
Because I like it when we
So
do a
long,
different goodbye every time.
Goodbye. I don't remember the rest of the words to the
So
song.
long.
So long, farewell.
That wasn't how it goes
After
anyway.
we say goodbye-
Yeah.
I used to not think it was after we just saying. I thought it was like, and we are saying goodbye. So long, farewell, and we are saying goodbye.
Aw,
You know,
well,
it kind
we
of
are
works.
saying goodbye.
Yeah.
So
I like
goodbye.
that
Bye.
Do Re Mi song better. Not that. Anyway, that's unrelated. Sorry.
Bye.
Okay, well, bye.
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 Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Farewell.
Bye.
Okay, but also every time we
You're
do
not
that,
supposed to be giving the forehead kisses.
Well, that was,
yeah, those
that
are
was
those
that
aren't
was not
free.
a forehead kiss. That was like on your hand.
Oh,
Hand kiss. That's weird.
Like when the Lord kisses the lady's top of her hand.
oh.
I'm
Megan's
the
the
Lord, and
Lord.
they are the lady, and I kiss their hand consensually.
Do you guys
Consensually.
ever see that video of the person getting off the bus and the person's like bye and the bus driver's like bye and then they keep going higher pitched over and over?
I have not seen that.
Hold on. Every time we say bye, like bye at the end of the thing, that's all I can think about.
It's like a
Okay.
you hang up situation.
Yeah, no, you hang
No,
up.
you hang up.
No, you hang up.
I sent it in.
We
I
probably
sent the
should
link.
hang up though.
Yeah, we probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye.
How do we
Bye.
stop the recording?
That's all for this week, brats. We are going to scurry back to our book nests, but we would love it if you join us next Thursday for more rat shenanigans. Until next time, you can find us on Instagram at Rainbow Book Rats, or join our Patreon where you can get exclusive access to uncut episodes for all of our extra rat nonsense, sticker packs and other fun merch, and invites to game nights and other various events. Certain tiers also get a shout out at the end of every episode.
Hey brats, it's editor Megan here with the Rat King shoutouts for the month. Rat King is small, but Rat King is mighty. We have 2 new Rat Kings this month. Shout out to Carly and to Meta for joining our Patreons. We love you guys.
And as always, email your comments and questions to rainbow.book.rats@gmail.com. We read everything you send us and we do our best to get back to you quickly. And wherever you're listening, we'd love it if you could rate and review the podcast. That helps so much. Have a great day and stay feral.